So let's get into it. This video is about how to love yourself, how to actually love yourself, sis. Not just be confident on the gram, not just be, I'm an extrovert, da 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 da, I'm confident, da 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 da. No, one thing I've realized is that a lot of women present as confident, but you don't actually love yourself, sister girl. And it shows by the things that you accept and the things that you allow in your life and the things that you won't walk away from. I'm going to be giving you tips on how to really love yourself because, sister girl, it's time. Hey everyone, my name is Leslie and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about how to really love yourself. Like, for real this time, girl. For real. One thing I've noticed about us women is that we have a tendency to just keep going through life. Just every day, just keep going, the hustle and bustle. And we've got our goals we're trying to reach, but we're not easy on ourselves. We're very hard on ourselves. And that's why I want to talk about self-compassion today, like having self-compassion, right? Maybe you're the type of person who, like, when you make a mistake, you keep beating yourself up about it. You keep thinking about that mistake. That mistake is playing in your head over and over again. You're just not easy on yourself. You want to go, but don't give yourself breaks. That's a sign. A sign, and something that I noticed for myself is that I find it really hard to rest. Like, I feel guilty when it's time to rest. So I'm the type of person where I've noticed this about myself, and I'm not as bad as I used to be, but I will be in my sofa, yeah, and I'm like responding to emails, right? And I'm like, oh my days, I shouldn't be resting. Like, why am I resting? But I'm like, boo, like, you are doing work. But because I'm physically sitting down and I'm resting, in my mind it's like, no, you gotta get up. You gotta get up. And if we want to go deeper, I understand where that stems from, right? And the guilt of, like, listen, like, if we're being real, that stems from childhood. It stems from being at home as a kid and, like, always being made like you have to do, always being made to feel like you've got to do something. Like, why are you resting? Go and wash the dishes, sweep the floor. Like, you always have to be busy. And a lot of us have carried that into our adulthood. So now when it's time to rest, we don't feel like we should be resting. But girl, I'm telling you now, like, rest. And I'm talking real rest. And you know what real rest is? You could be lying in your bed, but you're thinking, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. No, I'm not talking about that kind of rest. I'm talking about a rest where you actually switch off. So, like, you may want to, like, catch up with a show. For me, it might be just binge watching My Wife and Kids because I deserve the break. If I'm resting, but I feel guilty for resting, or my mind is on, I should be doing this, and this is not done, that's not real rest, girl. Take some real rest. You deserve it. So go easy on yourself. We have our goals, but go easy on yourself. But when it's time to rest, rest. Even God rested. The Lord created the world in 7 days. No, wait, I lied. The Lord created the world in 6 days, and on the 7th day he rested. Sister girl, rest, okay? I cool. I rest. Just go easy on yourself. Like, understand that we all have flaws, we all have shortcomings, but don't hate yourself for that. Don't hate yourself for your flaws. Embrace them. You know that you're working on them, but you understand that you will never ever be perfect, right? So just embrace your flaws. Oh, and by the way, if nobody told you, you are enough. Your worth is innate. You are enough. The next thing you need to do for this self-love journey, if you're not already on it, is some self-care, right? Because the rest and the self-care, it kind of goes hand in hand. I'm talking doing the things that you love. Like, let's move past the idea of self-care is getting my hair done and getting my nails done and getting my eyelashes done. Let's move past the whole self-care is getting my hair done. Okay, you got your hair done, you look cute, alright, cool, nice, wonderful. But I'm talking the self-care where you go for a walk in nature. Because that way you're allowing yourself to actually reflect on how you feel. Like, you can check in with yourself. I'm talking, if you like to read, getting lost in a book, letting time pass. I'm talking about any activity where you kind of get lost in the moment and you don't have to check your phone. You're not constantly checking your phone, scrolling, what's Instagram saying, looking at the notifications. I'm talking about activities that, like, maybe you love to do as a child. Like, for instance, with me, I remember that I used to So yeah, this week I actually did a foot soak. So what I did is I got a little I got a little container, put water in it and put flowers in it. And then I switched off the light, put some candles on, and I just kind of reconnected back with myself. And I feel like my life changed. Like, it was needed. Like, I got some clarity on some things because I took the time out for myself. I got some clarity on things. God answered some of my questions. Yeah, sister girl, take the time out for some self-care. You deserve it. You really do. Self-care can also be like going on a solo date, right? Just anything that allows you to just be one, like just to be with yourself. Like, quality time is important. Quality time with yourself is important. It shouldn't be a thing where you always need to be around people. You should be able to want to be you. You should be comfortable being in your own company. And if you're not, no, because I'm talking about self-love. If you haven't started your healing journey, sister girl, now is the time. It's time to start your healing journey. It's time to start working on yourself. It's time to start going inwards, looking at what's not working in your life and trying to move forward. If you don't know where to start on your self-love journey, ask yourself, what triggers me? What triggers you right now? Like, does maybe your like things in your like family dynamics trigger you? Is it relationships? Is it men? What is it that triggers you? I think that's a good place to start. Heartbreak, being cheated on. What triggers you? You want to start there. And when I say you want to start there, you might want to do some journal prompts, like to be in touch with your emotions, like to really find out how you really feel about some stuff. You can answer some journals as well. Like, you can answer some journal prompts. Journal prompts you can ask yourself to get you started on your self-love journey would be things like, what qualities do I love about myself? What haven't I accepted about myself? What can I forgive myself for? What made me happy as a child? That's just to get the ball rolling, I would say. I feel like when it comes to healing, everybody needs to heal. Like, everybody needs to work on themselves, look at their toxic traits, because we all have them, and figure out how we can be better. But the goal is to be better for yourself. But once you're better for yourself, you can then attract better. You can have better friendships. You can have better relationships. The more you love yourself, the less likely you're going to be with somebody who doesn't love you back. The less likely you're going to be with somebody who says they love you, but the actions are not matching what they're saying. And a lot of times, sometimes we're in relationships where their actions is not matching their words. But because we don't love ourselves enough, we stay, oh, we're going to give them another chance after chance. The reason why you want to keep giving people another chance, and the reason why you think you can't get any better, is because of how you view yourself. If you thought you were worthy of love, if you thought you were worthy, if you thought you was that girl, you would be like, I ain't tolerating this. So that's why your self-love journey is important. It's important for you, and it's important for your interactions in the world, even with friendships. After a while, the more you love yourself, when you see maybe shady behavior, like, nah, sister girl, I deserve better than this. So yeah, your self-love journey is important. And don't be afraid of it. Don't think of it as, oh my God, this whole journey, this is going to be hard. Just take it one day at a time. Just focus on each step. By the time you look back, you will look back. Like, if you're on a journey, if you're on a self journey, you might even look back at yourself, oh my days, like, a month has passed, look at me now. Once you start hitting maybe 3 months, 6 months, you're going to look at yourself and be like, oh girl, like, and it's such an amazing feeling when you realize there's things that I tolerated before, but I won't tolerate that today. The devil's a lie. So that's what you want to happen. You want to be able to look back at your life and say, actually, yeah, I've evolved, because the new me wouldn't tolerate that kind of stuff. Yeah. Also, listen. Okay, so it's, you know what, it's a new year. Like, I know some people are still like, you're not really feeling it yet, but it's a new year. It's 2024, right? I'm always going to keep talking about this. A level up journey. When you love yourself, you want the best for yourself, right? So if you love yourself, you're going to want to evolve. You want to go on a level up journey. And the level up journey I'm you just want better for yourself. And if you don't know what a level up journey looks like, a level up journey looks like you look at all the areas of your life. It could be fitness. You might start with fitness. What are my fitness goals? I want to level up, right? So that's physical, but that could be part of your level up journey. But I think for an internal glow up, it's mainly your mindset. So you might be the kind of person who you always just talking down on yourself. Like, I'm not. Other people can have these things, but I can't have these things. I want the dream life, but other people have it, but I can't have it because it won't work for me. That's just you talking negatively. You want to get to a point where you start talking to yourself positively. Like, if you love yourself, if you love anything you love, you're going to speak highly of it. So it's time to start speaking highly of yourself. So you're going to start saying, even if it means starting off with affirmations, like to change your mindset. Because, you got to change your mind to change your life. As a man thinketh, so he is. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind, okay? So if you want to start with affirmations, it might be like, I can do hard things. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. It could be, I can change my life. I up-level my life with ease. Start with these affirmations to get you on your journey, okay? It's going to be different practical things. You're leveling up on your mindset. You might be like, I want to be healthier. I need to up my water intake, which I do. I need to up my water intake. I'm eating healthier food now. I'm cutting down on the snacks. I can't. It's not easy. It takes discipline to want it to be healthier. But even with me, like, I've cut down on the sugary snacks. I've cut down on the biscuits I've not had a biscuit in a couple of weeks. And yeah, girl, it's not easy. But I've cut down on the biscuits. I've cut down on the snacks. And I'm trying to remind myself when the cravings kick in, your body deserves to have the best food. Like, your body deserves to have nutrition. Like, as much as you keep eating the sugar and you keep eating all the junk food, what does that say about how you feel about your body? It's not giving you love your body if you keep putting junk in it. So yeah, it's mindsets like that I'm shifting so that I can be the best version of myself on the inside and the outside, right? Okay. And one thing about self-love, something very important when it comes to self-love is that, like I said, when you love yourself, you realize, the more and more you love yourself, you realize that you deserve better. Sister, girl, if you are in a relationship right now and that relationship is causing you more misery than joy, you're asking yourself, like, when is it time to, how do you know it's the time to leave that relationship? First of all, it's time. But I'm saying this, like, this year, let go of, like, dead weight. If anybody is upsetting your peace, remember, if it costs you your peace, it costs you too much. If it costs you your peace, it's too expensive. If you have somebody in your life right now that you're with, and it's just girl, like, you're like, sis, this is girl, sister, girl, love yourself enough to walk away. Love yourself enough to walk away, girl. Like, I'm being serious. Like, I don't play. If you're not happy, leave. One thing about me, and I know some people, like, I've met people who, for instance, you're in a relationship that doesn't make you happy, but you're saying things like, oh, but I've got a trauma bond. Sister, girl, first of all, don't allow people, like, I feel like some people, some women especially, that the relationship that you're in is not good for you. It's not good for your health, your physical health, your mental health, all the health. It's not good for you, but you're afraid of being alone. Sis, even if, no, like, you need to ask yourself why you even can't be alone. Some of you have, like, abandonment issues from parents. You have an anxious attachment style. Once you start working on you and start going on your healing journey, you will be okay with, you will work on the things that aren't working in your life, and then you will understand that, no, I deserve better. Like, no, I just don't even know what to tell y'all. It's like, 2024, we're not settling. That's it. That's the key. That's the life hack. 2024, we're not settling. Sister, girl, if you're worried that, if I leave this person, will I have anybody else who's going to want me? First of all, there's somebody for everybody, and that whole thing of nobody's going to want me is a lie. It's limiting. It's a limiting mindset. It's a lack mindset. It's basically a scarcity mindset. That's what it is. You're operating from a place of scarcity. find you. There are people around. And when it comes to dating and stuff, stop telling yourself that, oh, there ain't no good men, the dating pool is ghetto. Because I feel like subconsciously, if you keep telling yourself that there's nobody good, the people who are average and give you the bare minimum, you'll think this is good enough. But if you start telling yourself that there's actually great people out there, you like that's an abundance mindset. If you start thinking, no, there's actually many great people out there, there's good men out there, then you'll be able to attract good men. But if you think everybody is rubbish, all the men ain't ish, you're gonna settle for the rubbish. So sister girl, 2024 is the year of more. We're not settling. Please do not settle. Please do not settle, okay? It really hurts me. It's actually upsetting to me when women tell me things like, oh, you know, this guy, like, he's not treating me right. And like, sister girl, why are you still there? Why are you still there? Love yourself enough to understand that you deserve more. You deserve better than that. Like, kick him to the curb. If you've watched Tuka play that game, kick his ass to the curb. Like, we kicking them to the curb. We are kicking them to the curb. Another thing that I think helps people, and it certainly helped me when it comes to feeling good about yourself, is celebrating your small wins. Celebrating your small wins is a game changer. Get your phone out, get your notepad out, and start writing your small wins. Your small wins could be, you know what your small wins are, but I'm going to give you some examples. Your small win could be, I drink more water these days. Your small win could be, I get up earlier these days. Or I go to bed on time these days. Your small win could be, I blocked that guy who was toxic. And you might be like, but I'm alone. Yeah, but you're not unhappy. You're not stressed out. You're not in a ghetto situation. Your small win could be, I did what I said I was gonna do. I had a goal when I said that. Your wins don't wait to make all this money, or don't wait to move into a new apartment. Don't wait to buy a house. Don't wait to make 1K. Don't wait to make 10K followers on Insta. Whatever it is, like, celebrate your small wins. The things that you do every day. If you're somebody right now who's lying in your bed, doesn't feel like getting up, or hasn't felt like getting up in a long time. If you're somebody who hasn't felt like getting up in a long time and you got up today, that's a win. A win is a win. A win is a win. Like, celebrate your small wins. And when you read over your small wins, you're gonna start to feel better about yourself. Like, actually, hold on a minute. I did this, I did that. I did this, I did that. And it's something I like to do every now and again. And it's something I do at the end of every year. I started doing it. So to end of 2023, I wrote out my small wins. And I was like, actually, this wasn't a bad year. Because what we tend to do is we tend to focus on the things that didn't go well. So say we've got goals. The goals that we achieved and we could tick off, we could say, we don't really celebrate it where it's like, oh, okay, I did it. What I was supposed to do it. It's expected. But because we focus on the things that don't go well, we start to feel like a failure. And don't do it, sis. Anytime you're starting to feel down on yourself, celebrate how far you've come. If you're not where you want to be, look at where you were a couple months ago. Look at your old self. Look at yourself and be like, actually, look at the way you handle situations now. That's we will call it a small win, but that's a big win. Do you know what I mean? Like, celebrate yourself, check in with yourself. Yeah. And if you do have milestones, actually celebrate them milestones. And you don't have to necessarily buy yourself a gift, but just to, like, I did that. Like, congratulate yourself. Sometimes don't wait for people to congratulate you. Congratulate your damn self, okay? This year we are being kinder to ourselves. This year we are slowing down enough to check in with ourselves. You have your goals, but we're slowing down to reconnect with ourselves. Disconnect from social media, disconnect from the noise every now and again. We're tapping into ourselves, and I think we should do it on a weekly basis. Every week we should have something that we do, an activity or something that we do that is for us. Do you know what I mean? Like, we all have to, like, check in with we gotta do the work, we gotta check in with family. If you've got kids, you gotta take some time out for you, boo. I remember a time, a couple years ago, this was like 2 years ago, I was like, I learned that my cup was empty. I learned that I was drained and I was pouring from an empty cup. And I was like, I was just always stressed out, and I was like, I was constantly giving myself emotionally to people, to the point where I I neglected myself, and I think that was my default, so I didn't realize it, and I said enough is enough. Now I'm going to check in with me. Now I'm going to pour into myself. What does that look like? Taking time out to yourself. Taking time out for yourself is pouring into yourself. I'm going to pour into me, and I'm never letting my cup run empty again. Girl, it's time to fill your cup. Fill your cup back up to the brim, and then everything that you do for other people is from the overflow. Do you understand? We're not draining ourselves in 2024. Yeah, we ain't draining ourselves in 2024, girl. Let's not, no. No. Okay? I'm just going to flow. I'm not rushing anything. Like, I'm not rushing anything. I'm not doing anything that feels forced. I'm taking my time. I'm on my Zoom, like, with my goals. I'm doing my things daily. But I think in my mind, I'm gonna like just not be so busy in my mind. I'm gonna take the time out for me and reconnect, because it is so needed and it's so key. And think about it, if you keep go, your body's gonna eventually stop and say, you know what, sister girl, yeah, you're gonna burn out. If you go too hard, if you don't check in with yourself, you're gonna burn out. And when you burn out, yeah, you can't recover from burnout in 1 or 2 days. Trust me, I tried it. Burnout takes a while to like get back to yourself. So know when it's time to rest is what I'm gonna say. So that's the end of today's video on how to really love yourself. I'm gonna be talking about self-love throughout the year, because it's important, it's key, right? If you made it to the end, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and please put in the comments what you would like me to talk about. Anything in a healing journey, anything glow up, just whatever it is, put it in the comments and I'll have a look at it, and let's go. And please turn on your notifications to be notified about when another video drops. Thank you for watching. Bye.